So guys, welcome to something a little bit different today. I often get a question on the channel, especially when there's an update due to drop. And it either goes, do you think the doors will be open, or do you think you're going to be able to find Timmy in this update? Now both of those questions relate directly to the Forest storyline. Now if you didn't know, Endnight, the Forest developers, recently released information on what's going on, and it says this. We wanted to give a quick update on the story progression as we haven't included many new story items for the last few patches. We've been working on the endgame in the background for the last few months, however in the last few weeks it's been moved forward in priority as we try to push towards opening the door and letting players through. The team has also expanded with new animators and artists who are working solely on this section of the game. The original ending was planned as an extremely simple and basic, however with the support we've received during the alpha period from players, we've been encouraged to expand the ending into something much larger than originally intended. It's really important to us that the ending is special and memorable, and also ties up all the loose ends. The family on the yacht, the red man, the missing children, the mutants, the missionaries, and most importantly the player's missing son. The new content does take a lot of time to create, but we're really excited to share what we've been working on with everyone soon. As always, please continue to post your feedback in the discussions area in the community hub. Now I've got to be honest guys, I had no idea that this was coming. They've said that they're going to push things forward so we can get through that door. And not only have they said that, but they've said they've got a dedicated team with new animators on board. So, I mean, does that mean there's going to be new creatures? Does it mean that they've changed the way they've completely thought about the ending of the game? Is it going to be something new, bigger, better, something that's going to leave us with a huge smile on our face? Or at the same time, it could be terrifying too. I mean, you never know with Endnight. They've got some really freaky creatures in this game, and you just never know. Are we going to find Timmy alive? Who knows? Now it does go on to say, the original ending was planned as extremely simple and basic. So the idea that everybody had where we would open the doors and maybe just find Timmy lying there or maybe in prison somewhere from the cannibals was probably what they had in mind all along. But it seems like they've just ripped the script on this thing, and it says because of the support that they've received from the alpha period from players, basically you guys, and the ideas that you've been suggesting forward to Endnight, they've gone bigger with it. It actually says, the idea we have now is much larger than originally intended. Much larger. Does that mean we're going to get some kind of end boss? Does that mean we're going to see the artifact and find out what its powers are? Does it even mean that we're going to find out where the cannibals came from, where the mutants came from, what's going on with the red cannibal? Maybe he could be the end boss. There's just so many questions, guys. And finally, what they ended with was that it was really important to them that the ending be special and memorable, and also ties up all the loose ends. To me, that's really important because I'd be asking questions if they didn't include things like the family on the yacht, the red man, the missing children, the mutants, the missionaries, and of course, where the hell Timmy's been for so long and why we've not been able to find him. Everything like that, it does make a huge difference when you're making a storyline for a game, at least from the games that I've played in the past. If you're going to make something special, make it memorable. Make everything come together in one huge storyline, and then you should get the kind of reaction that you want from the people playing the game. Now what this reminds me of more than anything is when we first discovered the doors. That kind of sense of shock that you know that thing shouldn't be there, but you want to go through and find out what's behind it. And once we get inside, we eventually find these skeletons that are kind of frozen in time, with crucifixes and Bibles, and then there's tents and magazines everywhere. And your brain is running at 1,000,000 miles a minute trying to work out what's going on. And it doesn't end there. Once you've discovered the first door, you find out there's multiple doors and there's different cave entrances, and you even find one underneath the sinkhole, which ultimately leads us to the final vault door, which we don't know the secret behind it, but it turns out, guys, I think soon we're going to know what this is all about. Now, I don't know what the end game's going to be. At this point, I don't think anybody does. But what I do know is that a bunch of you guys have left suggestions to the developers in the past, so don't be surprised if something that you've mentioned turns out to be in the storyline. Now just think for a second guys how cool that could be. A suggestion that you leave to the developers could actually turn out to be the end storyline for the game. I just think that'd be so cool, and from what I've read from the comments section when you guys leave theories, it's going to be insane, because you guys come up with some very cool storylines for the Forest. Now I know in the episodes that I kind of like to hint as to what I think the storyline would be, but there's certain things that I miss in the episodes, and here's just a few. Why did the plane go down? We don't actually know what caused the plane to crash. Why this island? Out of all of the ocean that's around us, why did we land on this specific island with the creatures, the mutants, you know, the secrets, the sinkhole, everything? Why this island? Why did the red cannibal take Timmy as well? Like, out of everybody on the plane, why take Timmy rather than anybody else? Now, at points in this game, I've noticed the developers like to throw in a plot twist or two. The most recent one is the magazine, where it says TV star's wife dies, and then it goes on to being able to discover an artifact. Now, does that mean we can resurrect our wife, or maybe Timmy could be dead, and at that point we need to use the artifact to bring him back to life? There's just so many things that need to be remembered when they're tying those loose ends together, and I just hope they do that. With all that being said, guys, I can't wait to see where Endnight take this storyline, and I can't wait to play it. I want to know where this journey is going to end up, but I also want to know what you guys think. Is there anything else that should be added, or what do you think the storyline should be? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Now, to finish things off, guys, I just wanted to let you all know at the time of me making this video, we've recently surpassed 40,000 subscribers. That is an incredible amount of people on the channel now, and I can't thank you enough for the support. All the likes, all the comments, all the shares. It really does help, guys, and I can't thank you enough. I've got so much more coming to the channel, new games, definitely more Forest content, so stay tuned for that. But I really mean it. Thank you so much. But I guess I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. And I'll see you all in the next one.